Howdy there, guys, and welcome back to Edgar TV, where we're going to dissect a bit of an interview that we've had this past week when Beau Greaves won the Ladies Dutch Open. Now, Beau is a player who has dominated ladies darts despite being just 20 years old. A lot of people suggesting she could be the best ladies player of all time, and right now it's hard to argue with the lady that's won 2 world championships and, well, a roll of honour in terms of titles that I'm not going to bore you with, but I'll put on the screen for you to take a look at as we're talking through. This is a player as well who opted to stay on the ladies tour rather than taking part in the Alexandra Palace at the back end of last year, and this interview might have gave us a little bit of insight into why she decided not to go to the Alexandra Palace despite qualifying for that event. Now, she did say in this interview that she doesn't feel right now that the ladies game is at a point it can compete with the male game. Now, this has kind of been supported in regards to the results that are happening in those mixed gender events, and Beau has played at Alexandra Palace, going down 3-0 to William O'Connor. Now, she's actually avoided playing in a lot of mixed gender events. She hasn't gone to Q School in order to try and get a tour card, which personally I fully agree with the journey she's going on. She's 20 years old, she's dominating that ladies game, she's doing well on the women's series, she's getting into events like the World Championship if she wants to. She'll be in things like the Grand Slam of Darts, she's the Women's World Match Play Champion, so she's got lots of doors open to her at the moment that she doesn't necessarily need a tour card, and those doors would kind of start closing up, or some of the routes that she got, certainly in terms of the WDF, where she's now the 2-time champion of, those doors will start closing up with a tour card, and I don't know how she would get on the tour yet. She's certainly got the game at the top end to deal with sort of tour demands, but when it's week in, week out at that level, who knows? Now, she said something though that is really interesting in that interview, that she's going to be looking to play a couple of the development tours. Now, I've always said that is the next logical step. Some people, myself included, I'm guilty of this. We go, right, I want to go to the PDC as early as I can, and we try and sort of develop there. Beau has done this sort of step by step and along the way, and the development tour would be the next logical step for her. The development tour is for players at age 16 to 23 years old. Now, off that tour, there's a chance to get in the World Championship and the Grand Slam. We know she can do that off the Women's Series anyway, so it just gives her more opportunities to do that. But the other thing that's really interesting, you can actually get a tour card off the Development Tour Order of Merit. Now, does this mean we're not going to see Beau play all the events? I would be surprised if she plays them all. However, when she played the Women's Series, there wasn't really that plan she was going to play all the Women's Series events until she started doing well on them, and then it's like, well, now she's got to go to them because she's really high in the Order of Merit. Maybe that happens with Beau here. Maybe she goes, right, I'm going to do one Development Tour weekend. If I do well, then I'm going to have to keep going to them. Now, when you look at the lineup on the Development Tour, she's going to be in the top 10. That's my prediction, because not only is she really good, but she's also going to have a bit of an aura, a bit of a fear factor around her regarding the standards that she's been hitting and the reputation that she's going to have on that tour as well. Not only that, but the attention and the eyes that will be following her throughout her time on that tour. So really good news here to see her sort of taking that next step and moving on to the development tour. But also, now for the first time, Beau Greaves is playing in an event where that tour card could actually be a genuine possibility. So next year, 2025, we could have Beau on the tour, depending on how the development tour season goes. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I really want to see the vibe on this one, so please do go down there. Let me know your thoughts. Pop a like on the way past, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you soon for some more Edgar TV. Edgar TV.